With two prayers. One will be the Christian prayer, and thereafter we move to the traditional prayer. So may I now invite our pastor, our reverend, to do us the honors of the opening prayer. If he's around, let's please let's give him with a round of applause.
Very good morning to us all. Recently, we can ask to say the opening prayer. Shall we pray? O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, in our eternal home. This morning we give you all the praise and we give you all the glory. We thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be gathered here. Some couple of years back, last year, it was Accra World Capital Book which began. We committed it into your hands, and through you have brought us this far. Because you are the Alpha and Omega, you have completed perfectly every good work you started through this initiative. So we have gathered here to say thank you. And as we come for this closing ceremony, we ask that take absolute control. Let your glory be seen. Accra 2023 in Akusuna, we are many fair. Okay, woman, competitor. Walape obiu, ombishele obi come fame. Nino nina, bi neke gba ile babi. Ke aloba won se be ko. Woni wona. Nino na batune ya base no ma mo fame. Aka bo school bi fe ayi. Many kan oni ni osun ke ani kan. Ka buti ma lo fe pe na. Ombi ake ne ba ne pe. Anu ba ke ga na ife. Ole ni me wi la. Mo fe mo ni fite ke tun me ibrahim. Mo ma yin yelo se ko lo e fata lo. Lẹ́yìn ọ̀la wọ́n yẹ ìyẹn lọ ìlú láì wọ́n jẹ́ àti ẹ̀mà kẹwàá àwọn yìí fi mo fẹ́ wọn ní ọbẹ̀ wọn láfẹ́ mi náà jẹ́la yẹn mi ní ọbẹ̀ ẹ̀kẹ́ wọn yẹn náà ọjọ́ mo bí wọn làwọn hàn assembly members wọn wọn láfẹ́ mi bọ́ ẹ̀dí tìrì pọ̀ náà fọ ìyá ẹ̀ta ọ̀kẹ́ wọn lápẹ́ òbí o ló náà fẹ́ ẹ̀fẹ́ dúró mu yà o ẹ̀fẹ́ ìṣọlẹ̀ mu ẹ̀fẹ́ nù yà ní abawúdó àgẹ̀gẹ́ náà fẹ́ kí ayé kókó lẹ́kí àwọn láti wọ́n fọ́ ọdún mọ́ ní ẹ̀sán kó mọ́ kọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ kọ́ ọ̀sán ọdún mo fi tó sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ àpótẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ̀tẹ̀ àwọn sọ sàtẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí báyìí gbóòlù lókè tó mọ̀ tó rájọ wọ́n sì táwọn ní sẹ́nà máa bá ẹ̀fẹ́ ẹni àti gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ àtẹ́kẹ̀ sùn àtẹ́kẹ̀ nù ẹ̀ lónìí tí mo táwọn fẹ́ yájẹ̀ sí wọ́n bí ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀fẹ́ mu bí alẹ́gbẹ́ àgẹ́gẹ́ náà fẹ́ ọ̀kẹ́ nù ẹ̀ àpẹ́ ọ̀tá o kẹsùn ẹ̀kọ́ kánú pálí àtò lákàánú pálí wáyé ẹni tí a máa ń yẹ akẹ́yẹ lónìí tí ẹgbẹ́ àjò náà pálí àbóyò ṣé nígbàtà mọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ ìyàwó tí a ti kó ìyàwó lọ. ọmọ ní ọbẹ̀ yìí làwọn fẹ́ ẹ̀mí àwọn fẹ́ wọn ní ọbẹ̀ wọn wá lókùsọ ọ̀fẹ́ òmìnir ní wọn kúrò tó lọ ọ̀fẹ́ ọjà tó ọ̀fẹ́ wọn fẹ́ ọbẹ̀ yìí tó kẹjá lé fún òmìnir kótó àbí tó tẹ́lẹ̀ kótó plan kàgbé àdánsù àwọn kì àwọn lámà nàgbẹ́kẹ́ fọ́ ní kí ẹ̀ náà fọ́ sí ilé ìmọ̀kúrẹ́ bí àbọ̀ máa yẹ ẹ̀bùrú ń tọ̀ jẹ́ ìmọ̀sùn ìfẹ́ yín bá gbogbo ìmọ̀ ìfẹ́ wọn ní bàbá ẹgbẹ́ ni lẹ́yìn ní ẹgbẹ́ ní bàbá máa ṣe Tag you know now, I'm feeling much out to Bagaton, take off a trump. We didn't attack, and I could be enjoy you. A friend was for the ammonia, like you say, now our family, now our sugar, did not quite getting my gadgets. You get a big and glad out, no fellow for me, out, to our family, out for our grandma,
thank you. And also Akotonante Basic School. Akotonante Basic School. Thank you very much. Let me also quickly introduce the president of the Accra Market Women's Association, Madam Messi Nijan. She's here with the entourage. Can you please have a thank you very, very much. We also have with us the presiding member of AMA, Honorable Afedaji, as well as assembly members here in presence. Thank you very much for. Let me also, yes, she actually are right on that score. Let me also introduce Tego. He is the chairman AMA local committee. If he's here, can give us a thank you very much. May I also quickly introduce from the University of Media, Arts and Communication, Professor Modest Fosu. He is here with us. Thank you very, very, very much. We have with us also His Excellency Javier Gonzalez, Ambassador of Spain to Ghana. He's here with us. We also have with us Her Excellency Fahad Aisha. She's the High Commissioner of Pakistan to Ghana. Thank you very, very much. We also have with us Lorena Gonzalez, Head of Council and Culture, Embassy of Mexico to Ghana. We also have with us Mr. Joseph Oman from the German Embassy, as well as Dr. Wilfred Okan from UNFPA. Let me also introduce the Greater Accra Regional Director of Education, Mr. Stephen Abafo. Thank you very much. From the Ministry of Education, let me begin by introducing my Chief Director, Mrs. Mamli Andu. She's here with us. Thank you very much. We also have with us Director Peter Shari, Nana Bafo is also here with us. Thank you very much. Director Shrink, Mr. Bennett Bano is also here with us. Thank you very much. The National Coordinator of the Ghana Education Outcomes Project, Haja Nana Fatima Hai, she's here with us. Haja, thank you. We also have with us Wilma Titus Global, she's also the Ministry of Education. Officials from Ghana Commission for UNESCO, they're also here with us. You can give us a wave. Thank you very much. I would then proceed to invite our chairperson for today's ceremony. But before I do, let me just quickly read out a brief profile of our chairperson. President of Nilakai Blancy is also Nayi Ulumo is here with us, and we also acknowledge his presence. Let's give him a round of applause. We have with us the Ambassador of the Republic of Ghana to France and Portugal, permanent delegates of Ghana to UNESCO, Her Excellency Ms. Anna Bosman, she's here with us. And then our old mother, the Greater Accra Mayor herself, Honorable the only ladies in the right. Let me also use the opportunity to invite for today's program our chairperson in his Nene Numu Nene. Nene Numu. Ayene Numu. The Abola Manche. Let's give it a round of applause as it counts. I want you to carry now. Don't find it very difficult. I pardon you for that. Amen. Amen. Me and the phone. Her Excellency Samira Baumia, the second lady of the Republic of Ghana, is not yet in, but will be with us in a minute. Name, Queen Malis, Miss Anna Boston, Ghana Ambassador to the France and UNESCO representative, and Rep of the Ministry of Education, UNESCO Country Director, members of the diplomatic corps present, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the media. I'm indeed grateful for the opportunity to chair the closing ceremony of the Accra World Capital Title, hosted by the city of Accra from April 23rd to date. Information so far received indicate that the title will soon be handed over to the city of Strasbourg, France, on 23rd April 2024. Hence the need for this ceremony to be performed. By all indications and designation of Accra as the World Book Capital 2023 has actually a proud moment in the history of Ghana in view of the contribution towards the literacy development of the youth, vulnerable population in Ghana. Though the journey has been exciting, there has been equally important lessons which need to be learned in our quest to raise awareness of literacy and reading habits through various social activities. I have no doubt that throughout the period of the title host, the expectations of UNESCO towards Accra's ability to develop the habits of reading and promotion of books in Accra, in Ghana as a whole, has not been done. In this convention, I wish to urge all stakeholders connected with the hosting of the title and the various activities, both undertaken and yet to be implemented, to build on the gains made, even after the title has been handed over. But whether it has come to an end or not, you will agree with me that with rapid advancement of technology, evidenced by the commonness of touch screen, mobile phones, computers, and tablets, our children should have improved in their reading habits, with or without Accra World Reading Capital. The situation is, however, not so, hence the need of all stakeholders to join this campaign of developing reading habits among the youth. The AWBC, and I say, is by all standards a great initiative worthy of continuing in our cities. On that note, I wish to indicate my acceptance to chair this important program on behalf of His Royal Majesty King Takitebutu II. I will therefore count on the maximum support of and cooperation of all participants to ensure the success of this program. Thank you all, and may God bless us all. Our guest here, she is currently the Chief Executive of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. She's an economist and a politician. Prior to her appointment as the first female Chief Executive of AME, she served as the Deputy Minister of the Greater Accra Region in the first term of His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government from 2017 to 2020. Between 2005 and 2017, she represented the people of Okagbe North constituency as their Member of Parliament, where she served on the employment, state enterprises and social welfare, environment, science and technology, foreign affairs, finance, trade, industry and tourism, as well as the mines and energy committees. She also served as a member of the Economic Community of West Africa States, ECOWAS Parliament, during the same period. She also served as Assembly member for the Apetiman electoral area from 2002 to 2006. Before venturing into politics, she worked as a chief clerk for the Ghana Commercial Bank from 1983 to 2005. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my honor to invite Honorable Elizabeth Nakasho Saki to give us the
Thank God we also that was the message that my mom, who had first passed away, told me that every morning when you get up, you wave your hands and say, thank you very much, Jesus, for giving me life. So there is a journey for all of us when we are back home. She left at this last 2 weeks from now. So if I'm back, I know that's not the tradition we do here, but I shall have to do that because I'm a Jew and also I have to wear after my death. And she also told us we should be in white for her funeral. So this is for your information. Anyone who will want to bring me to know my mom, she should be in white because it's a victory day for us. So, representatives of the Ghana Manche, Abola Manche, me and Ghana Ambassador to France, and UNESCO representative, Her Excellence Anna Bossy, Minister for Education and other ministers of state present here, UNESCO country director, diplomatic corps, Honorable Regional Minister related to the Greater Accra, Chief Directors of the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council, Honorable Members of Parliament, Secretary General for Commission for UNESCO Ghana, Honorable Presiding Member, Honorable Assembly Member, my loved ones, my loved ones, and they help me a lot, and I appreciate you so much. Then move on to members of the Security Council, members of our capital planning coordinating team, heads of departments, units, and staff of AMA here present. I was expecting to our implementing partners, Ghana Book Development Council, Ghana Library Authority, etc. Non-state actors, humanitarian projects, PEBIPEFs, Rainbow Trust Fund, Ghana Book Trust, KPMG, Ghana Net, etc. Distinguished invited guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I remember her sitting there and saw the rep, the head of the Muslim community, saw him around yesterday welcome to the council. He's equally coming to present our excellence. So, welcome. Good morning, everybody. It is my singular honor to warmly welcome you all to this significant event, marking the official closing ceremony of the 2023 Accra World Capital taking place here at the Omani Accra Hall. It will be recalled that the city of Accra was selected as 2023 UNESCO World Capital for its strong focus to youth and their potential to contribute to the culture and wealth of Ghana. A number of activities, including a legacy project, were planned for implementation by the Assembly in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, and among other identified Mr. Chair, I'm happy to announce that following this next launch by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana and the Grandpa Akufo-Addo in April last year, these strides were made towards the implementation of the year-long programs and activities with the sole aim of empowering the youth through the power of books to develop their socio-cultural identity for generation impacts. Indeed, the wealth of experience gained and lessons learned from our journey when the prestigious international title was handed over to the city of Accra by the city of Guadalajara, Mexico, to this very moment has been challenging but worthwhile. Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the beauty of it all lies in our collective resolve to overcome the challenges, which also underscore our total commitment to better tell our story as the successful story we see today as a country, and to share our rich cultural heritage with the international community. In spite of the challenges faced by the Assembly in the implementation of planned activities, a 5-acre land located at Mampolis Bay had been earmarked for construction of the Accra World Capital Legacy Project. This project is expected to provide an accessible space for utilization by writers and other related professionals to promote writing and reading. Other activities undertaken span from various reading sessions in basic schools, carnivals, festivals, markets, inter-schools debate, quizzes, training of persons with disability, and health screenings. Even though Accra is about handing over the title to a new city, I use this opportunity to advocate support for the construction of the legacy project to serve as a lasting embodiment for this wonderful experience. Ready to connect minds for social transformation. The theme under which the Accra World Book Capital was launched continue to be driving force and the motivation to change the development trajectory of Ghana through the power of books. I am profoundly grateful to His Excellency the President of the Republic for officially launching the Accra World Book Capital and unwavering commitment to the success of the program. Today at the closing ceremony, we are privileged to have the rep of the Second Lady, Honorable Lawyer Ben Abdallah Banda. rep of the Ghana Manche, Abona Manche, Ni Ahene Almine and Nami, Honorable Assembly members, the diplomatic corps, and other high-profile dignitaries, including our implementing partners, all present here, for which I am very much grateful for your distinguished presence and your support. To Honorable Yao Osei Educhu, Minister of Education, I say thank you for your guidance and advice towards this memorable achievement. To all the members of the Accra World Book Capital Coordinating Committee and implementing partners, I say well done and equal. As the city of Accra prepares to hand over the title to Strasbourg, France, it is my expectation that together with the Assembly, the Ministry of Education and other relevant agencies undertake programs and activities to deepen culture of reading for the ideal successes and legacy of the title year to live on. On this note, Mr. Chairman, on behalf of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, I wish to once again welcome you all to the official closing ceremony of the Accra World Book Capital. Thank you so much. May God bless you and make our nation great and strong.
Quickly introduce the Chief Imam Ashir and his deputy. They are here with us and give us a week. Thank you very much. We also have with us the Greater Accra Pre-Market Association led by their leader Nadoli Abladi II. Let me also introduce Mr. Prince Newman, who is representing the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council. Thank you very much. We also have with us the Executive Director, National Commission on Culture, Nana Uwahini Achampo, who joined us. Let me also introduce Dr. Anthony Sia Asari, who is the Presidential Advisor on Health. Dr. Welcome. May I also inform you all that this program is being streamed live on all AMA's social media platforms at Accra Metropolis. We also wish to acknowledge the presence of all media outlets here present who are also streaming and covering this program live. Thank you very, very, very much. Next up, we'll take solidarity messages, and then now please invite Her Excellency the Ambassador of Mexico to Ghana to give us her solidarity messages. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Ambassador of Mexico, and the Honorable Mayor of Centro, Elizabeth Seki, Power, and distinguished guests and reports. Good morning. The designation of UNESCO of the World Book Capitals in 2023 for Accra and Guadalajara, in Mexico, has been an opportunity for both cities to strengthen the cultural ties between for both cities, which hold the same mandate consecutively during 2022 and 2023. The designation of Accra by UNESCO as the World Book Capital was a recognition as a vibrant and reputable center for the publishing industry in West Africa, with a determination to bring education and culture to the region. We congratulate Accra for the commitment to elaborate programs and activities promoting and encouraging the culture of reading, spreading values on children and population group of all ages, opening for them a wide opportunity to have a different view about their expectations for the future. Thank you very much and good best.
Next up, may I please invite His Excellency the Ambassador of France to Ghana or his rep. Alright, and let me proceed to invite the UNFPA rep on behalf of UNESCO, Dr. Wofedona, to give us a solidarity message. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Master Chairman. The Chair, as introduced, I'm Dr. Wilfred Chan. I'm the UNFPA representative in Ghana. I'm coming to speak on behalf of my colleague, Edmond Mukala, who is unable to be here at this point in time. Edmond is the UNESCO representative in Ghana. Honorable Elizabeth Saki, the Mayor of Accra, the Chief Director of the Ministry of Education, Excellencies, Ambassadors, and members of the diplomatic community, Excellency Ghana's Ambassador to France and UNESCO, traditional and religious leaders present, the book industry, cultural and educational fraternity, students, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Director General of UNESCO and on behalf of my colleague, the representative of UNESCO in Ghana, Edmond Mukala, I'm delighted to be here today with you. I commend Accra for hosting the title of UNESCO World Book Capital for the year 2023. As we gather here today to mark the closing ceremony of Accra World Book Capital 2023, the title designated by UNESCO and supported by other international and local partners, we reflect on a year filled with literary vitality, cultural exchange, the celebration of knowledge, but also challenges, resilience, and lessons learned to be shared with future World Book Capitals and the internet of World Book Capital cities of continuous improvement. Accra, the vibrant capital of Ghana, has embraced its role as the torchbearer of literacy and storytelling. From the bustling streets of Jamestown to the serene corners of Mosul, the love for books has woven into the very fabric of this city. We have witnessed the power of words to transform lives, to ignite imaginations, and to bridge gaps across generations. Throughout the year, Accra has championed the cause of literacy, focusing particularly on our young people, the architects of the future. Accra World Book Capital 2023 has reached out to marginalized groups, including women, youth, migrants, street children, and persons with disabilities. Commitment to lifelong learning has led to reinforcing school and community infrastructure, ensuring that no one is left behind in the pursuit of knowledge. Mobile libraries have dispersed neighborhoods, bringing the magic of books to the doorsteps of communities. Workshops in various Ghanaian languages have nurtured budding writers and poets. Skills and training centers have empowered and employed youth, equipping them with tools for a brighter tomorrow. Through it all, we've celebrated the rich tapestry of Ghanaian arts and culture, promoting inclusivity and diversity. The journey does not end here. As Accra passes the baton to the next World Book Capital to Prosper, France, let us remember that books are more than ink or paper. They are vessels of hope, of empathy, of understanding. Let us continue to promote reading, not just within our borders, but across the world. Let us be ambassadors of freedom of information and expression, for these rights are the burden of the thriving society. Being designated designated as World Book Capital 2023 by UNESCO has enabled Accra and more broadly Ghana to gain visibility across the globe for its effort to improve the lives of its citizens through the power of books and reading. The choice of Accra as World Book Capital was facilitated by the World Book Capital Advisory Committee, made up of many international associations in the book sector, representing authors, publishers, libraries, and booksellers. Many of these associations participated in the opening ceremony and have amplified the messages coming out of Accra during the past year. Accra's representatives have participated in international events in Tbilisi, Guadalajara, and at the Frankfurt International Book Fair, and in addition, they will soon participate in events at Strasbourg. Establishing these links have strengthened Ghana's networking potential and its ability to play a more substantial role in the national book sector. And so, as the sun sets on Accra's reign as the World Book Capital, let us carry forward the flame of knowledge. Let us write new chapters. Let us explore uncharted narratives, and let us build bridges of understanding. For in the world of books, there are no boundaries, only endless possibilities. Thank you, Accra, for a remarkable and impressive year that helped build a sustainable future for the book and the writer in Ghana. As part of this future, Accra will now take on the role of coordinator of the UNESCO Book Capital Network for the coming year. I wish to extend the appreciation to Accra City, to all partners, international associations, the UN system, development partners, embassies, individuals, cultural and educational institutions that have supported the year of Accra's tenure, including those whose contributions may have come indirectly and directly under the auspices of the book capital but contributed to its aspirations in other ways. Let us remember that books are as important to culture as is education. May the love for books continue to flourish, and may our shared passion for literature light up the path ahead. I thank you all for listening.
A very distinguished personality from the office of the Vice President. He is a three-term former member of Parliament for Finsu South in the Ashanti region. He was the former head of the Constitutional and Legal Committee of Parliament. Currently, he is the National Coordinator of Zongo and Intercity Development Secretariat. He is also the Chairman of the Hajj Board of Ghana. My singular honor to invite Honorable Lawyer Ben Abdallah Banda.
Me, Chairperson, I'm here with my senior brother, Dr. Zia Asari, who happens to be the Presidential Advisor on Health, Office of the President, representing Her Excellency, the Second Lady, Mrs. Samia Bomia, the Republic of Ghana. She herself would have loved to be present to a great occasion for the presence, but due to the 11th hour equally important national assignment, that explains the reason why she has had to send us to put an appearance to represent her. She regrets her absence from this very event. Needed for this occasion, Her Excellency Ms. Anna Bosman, Ghana's Ambassador to France and UNESCO representative, Nime Name, representative of the Minister for Education, other ministers here present, my dear sister, former Member of Parliament, the Mayor of Accra, Honorable Elizabeth Zaki, UNESCO Country Director, Diplomatic Corps, Dr. Nsia Asare, mentioning his name again, Presidential Advisor on Health, Office of the President, Chief Director of the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council, members of Parliament here present, Honorable Presiding Member and Honorable Assembly members, members of the Metro Security Council, MEDSEC, members Accra World Book Capital Planning and Coordinating Committee, heads of departments, units and staff of AMA here present, our implementing partners, Ghana Book Development Council, Ghana Library Authority, North Actors, Samira Empowerment and Humanitarian Projects, PEP CARPS, Rainbow Trust Fund, Ghana Book Trust, KPMG Ghana, distinguished invited guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, our generous donor partners in the vibrant heart of Ghana's library, literary scene, our authors, publishers, educators, and readers. I deem it a great pleasure to join you on this momentous occasion as we officially draw the curtains down on the Accra World Book Capital 2023. It is with immense national pride that we stand here today, concluding a remarkable year as the World Book Capital for 2023. This past year has been a true privilege for Ghana as we held the prestigious title of World Book Capital. It has been a time to celebrate our rich literary heritage and share the power of Ghanaian storytelling with the world. Nietzsche, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this year's title, Reading to Connect Minds for Social Transformation, captures the very essence of our vision. We believe that by fostering love for reading, we can create a more informed, empathetic, and engaged citizenry. Through the power of the written word, we have aimed to bridge divides, spark important conversations, and inspire positive change within our society. Reading allows us to connect with diverse perspectives, broaden our understanding of the world, and work together towards a brighter future. On the whole, the activities we have organized within the title year have been anchored on 6 projects, and these are reading, promotion, transforming minds, and promoting lifelong learning through books. Reading, promotion of school and community reading infrastructure, book industry development, promoting the Florence Agreement and use of books in Ghanaian languages, promoting creative skills to address unemployment, substance abuse, truancy, and teenage pregnancy among the youth, promoting fundamental human rights and access to information and books, and promotion of arts and culture, showcasing and preserving Ghanaian arts and culture, and promoting inclusivity. Nature person, indeed, initiatives like the Carnival campaign by PEP CARPS, the Know Your Mother Tongue, organized at the Makola markets, and the Zongo Read project at Mamubi Dali Community Library fostered a love of reading within the community. The International Literacy Day celebration in Kumasi brought people together to highlight the importance of reading and writing. Over 10,000 books reached readers through fantastic initiatives like the Rainbow Trust Foundation Ghana's Books to Go project and Book Aid International's African Storybox project. Furthermore, Furthermore, the well-organized Ghana International Book Fair and the All-African Book Fair provided platforms for literary discovery and collection. These achievements showcase the project's commitment to promoting literacy and making books accessible to everyone. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these events created a space for shared experiences, discussions, and a celebration of reading, ultimately contributing to a more vibrant local reading culture. Distributing over 10,000 books through programs like the Books to Go projects and the African Storybox projects not only increased access to stories, but also ignited a passion for reading. These young readers, exposed to the magic of books, are more likely to become the next generation of writers and readers, ensuring a flourishing literary future for Ghana. Nietzsche, by prioritizing local voices, fostering a love of reading, and inspiring future generations, the World Book Capital Year has left an enduring legacy that will continue to shape Ghana's literary landscape for years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, as the curtain closes on Africa's reign as a World Book Capital, we celebrate a year brimming with the literary achievements, from captivating festivals to widespread book distribution. This momentous occasion has ignited a passion for reading and writing across Ghana. But the story does not end here. Ghana's dedication to promoting literacy and literature remains unwavering. Inspired by the success of the World Book Capital Year, several exciting initiatives are on the horizon. Ladies and gentlemen, let me use this opportunity to assume or present that the government, to assure or present that the government, with support from the private sector, will continue to explore opportunities to construct a reading and creative writing facility to boost the culture of reading and creative writing to stimulate socio-economic transformation. The construction of the facility in Accra will further promote the acquisition of 21st century skills to address rising unemployment in vulnerable communities in the greater Accra region and beyond. Reinvigorate businesses in the domestic book industry, as well as reimagine the concept of libraries towards instilling reading culture among the youth. We encourage everyone to continue nurturing their newfound love for books, explore the vibrant works of Ghanaian authors, participate in local reading groups, and most importantly, share the magic of stories with the next generation. Let us keep the pages turning, the conversations flowing, and the love of literature burning bright in Ghana. Together, we can ensure that the legacy of the World Book Capital year lives on for years. Nietzsche, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the culmination of Accra's World Book Capital Year, a resounding thank you goes out to all who contributed to its outstanding success, especially the Minister of Education and the Mayor of Accra and her management team. Also, this incredible journey would not have been possible without the tireless efforts of our authors, publishers, librarians, educators, and every single person who embraced the spirit of reading and writing. To our esteemed audience, your enthusiastic participation fueled the energy and vibrancy of us here. Whether you attended book fairs, joined discussions, or simply curled up with a captivating novel, your engagement is what truly brought the magic of literature to life. The stories woven throughout this year have showcased the depth and diversity of Ghana's literary landscape. It is a scene brimming with talented storytellers, passionate readers, and a collective spirit that celebrates the power of words. As we move forward, this year will serve as a lasting testament to Ghana's unwavering commitment to fostering a vibrant literary culture for generations to come. To this end, I wish to thank you for being a part of this extraordinary chapter. As we hand over the baton to the new host city, let us continue to cherish the written word and keep the story flowing in Ghana. Thank you for your attention. God bless us all. Amen.
Let's give him another round of applause. And in his stead, we have the Chief Director of the Ministry of Education, who will read a statement, and thereafter, together with our special guest, present the books to the Greater Accra Regional Director of Education for all transmission to these respective schools. So may I now please invite the Chief Director. Let's just see the round of applause.
Thank you, Larry. Good morning, everyone. The Mayor of Accra, Nime, Name, Your Excellencies and Ambassadors, our dear Assemblymen and women, and presiding member, I bring you warm greetings from the Honorable Minister for Education, Honorable Dr. Yao Osei Iluchu. And I stand on existing protocols to say that it is a great privilege and honor for us to make a statement on this special occasion, the closing ceremony of the Accra World Book Capital 2023. We were excited when Accra was designated to hold the 2023 UNESCO World Capital and to lead the implementation of the year-long program to transform our educational fortunes through the power of books and reading. We are grateful to UNESCO for the honor done to Ghana. The objectives set for the celebration of the year-long title were anchored on 6 broad thematic areas under the theme Reading to Connect Minds for Social Transformation. Chair, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we can confidently report that significant progress has been made with respect to 6 thematic areas set out to realize the objectives of Accra World Book Capital 2023. These aims, with the unwavering support of our implementing partners, the AMA, the Ministry of Education, the National Commission for Civic Education, several education agencies in the education sector, the book industry players, third-party organizers, were indeed made. Several strides were made. And some of these achievements include promoting lifelong learning and transforming minds through reading. We planned and executed a series of reading activities in several communities. We saw the promotion of reading and lifelong learning as communal efforts and contribution, everyone in society. Together with our partners, several reading promotion activities were undertaken in 12 municipalities in the Greater Accra region and its environs. During these periods, we saw school children read in the classroom and outside the classroom. We saw the youth and adults read at beaches and at homes. We had our traditional leaders, our chiefs, our dear chiefs, Nime and Name, read. We had our assembly members and other significant members of society read. We saw our dear market women and Kayaye read. We made the culture of reading its every facet of society. efforts of government agencies, the book industry players, and third-party organizers, various reading books were made available to schools and communities in the 12 municipalities in the Greater Accra region. This was also extended to schools in the Central region and Ashanti region as well. With regard to the promotion of the Florence Agreement and the publication and use of books in every language, Ghanaian language, to revamp the Ghanaian book industry, the Ghana Book Development Council, in collaboration with other institutions and book industry players, organized training workshops to build the capacity of practitioners in the book industry. Your Excellencies, me Chair, ladies and gentlemen, several other programs and training workshops were organized to ensure that the other thematic areas spelled out to achieve the objectives of AWBC in 2023 were realized. The Ghana International Book Fair and other book fairs, as we just heard, were organized during the title. During these fairs, books were made available to different facets of society, reading and learning, to promote reading and culture, and to hone the creative writing skills of students. The fairs also created an avenue to discuss pertinent issues confronting the book industry. With these achievements made, we have helped to create an enabling environment and build a solid foundation for the culture of reading to thrive and grow beyond AWBC 2023 title year. This is a necessary foundation that dovetails us into the year of education in Africa. And this was declared at the AU conference held in Addis Ababa in February this year. We have helped to lay the foundation to educate an African fit for the 21st century. On behalf of the Honorable Minister for Education, we'd like to express our profound gratitude to UNESCO, the Mayor of Accra and the AMA, the Ghana Book Development Commission, Council, and the Ghana Library Board, and other education sector agencies, the Ghana Book industry players, third-party organizers, the Coordinating Committee of the Accra World Book Capital 2023, who together made these achievements a reality. And this was notwithstanding the difficulties that came along the way. And indeed, they all deserve a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, with these strides talked together, we have contributed to the Ministry's objectives of addressing the emerging complex socioeconomic difficulties that confront the world today. We have worked together to connect school children, parents, guardians, the vulnerable, players in the book industry and education through books, through reading and culture for social transformation and wealth. It is our prayer that we will continue to keep this flame and passion burning, this flame of reading, to help bring the much desired transformation to our dear country, Ghana. We thank you on behalf of the Honorable Minister. We say thank you to each and every one of you. May God bless us all, and may God bless our dear country. Thank you very much.
Let's give them a round of applause. So these books are going to 36 schools in the Accra metropolis, and as I earlier indicated, they were done by the Honorable Minister for Education, Dr. Yawase. Thank you very, very much. You may please take your seats now. Thank you very, very much.
You guys finish. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our distinguished personalities. You may please take your seats.
So good morning. To our dignitaries from other parts of the world. Yes. And for the rep from Mexico, we say bienvenidos. Thank you. Yeah, for coming to Ghana. From those from Pakistan, we say push and beat. Yes, thank you for coming to Ghana. I hope Ghana is treating you well. And for everybody here, Wezo, Bien Arrivé, San Nazua, Accra, whichever language you subscribe to, welcome to all of you. Put your hands together for yourself. My name is Grace Hamwa Atman. I'm a broadcast journalist for TV3 and 3FM. So when I am not on TV or I'm not on radio, I am somewhere at an event doing these kinds of things. You know, a girl must survive, and I have to survive. So I need to get aside. Please, we have politicians in our midst, we have women, Dr. Nsiasari, thank you so much, I started to say. We haven't started the national anthem yet. Politicians are here, students are here, national leaders are here. I mean, everybody is here when it comes to Ghana. We have to sing the national anthem. Don't you agree? We have also been sitting for too long. Sorry, Accra, please. Let's be on our feet, let's sing the national anthem, and then we can continue. Defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Till our heart nation praise and strong. Those who defend forever the cause of sharing, fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors who before our way, and mind forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors who before our way, and mind forevermore. Intellectual stimulation, a journey of for the motion and against the motion, a journey of who has the better point to argue at their stance, and of course a journey of fulfillment for young boys and young girls who are not only the future leaders of our country but also who want to have a voice that can make a change and create an impact. In the last 2 or 3 months, we have been arguing out different topics from the impact of social media. In fact, there was a topic about sanitation and the role of laws as well as the AMA. I think it was my favorite session of the debate. And today, we're here to also debate on another interesting topic. I tell you, it will interest you so much. So we have 2 things. We had about 32 schools from the beginning. And now only 2 schools remain standing. So it's been a long journey from the group stage, from the round of 16 to the semi-finals, and now we're here at the finale. To the schools that are here, where have so-called HMH here? Team of Mema, please. Please put hands together for Mema Production. They are the brain behind the debate. Going to the various schools, sampling all the schools, and bringing out the topics, being fair and credible is not an easy thing to do. I mean, this is an election year. And very soon there are going to be a lot of debates, social and so debates, presidential debates, parliamentary debates, assembly member debates. We are even going to have. Are they in the house? I can't hear. Are you in the house at all? So before we go into other political debates, let's do our educational debates. And then we know that we are done with ours, and then we can do this for them. Give me 1 year. Oh, the last year. Thank you very much. So, Mema Productions, thank you again. Yes, I know we're far behind time. The schools, can we please have the debaters from Akoto and Tate join us? Let's put our hands together for them. Please, until they get here, we're not stopping the clap. It's not doing better for them.
Police Association. And she is Melissa the 40-year student of my police please.
Frameworks and not the education system accounts for the lack of significant participation of Ghanaian youth in policy and decision making. That's a mouthful. Legislative, so it is not easy to have them come up with their points to argue for or against the motion. The motion again is legislative frameworks and not the education system accounts for the lack of significant participation of Ghanaian youth in policy and decision making. So, are you for or against the motion? For the motion, then you are obviously against the motion. So, this is the rules of the game. The main speaker has 7 minutes to present all your points. When you are on your 5th minutes, you hear the bell go. Then you should have 2 more minutes to wrap up. Let's hear the bell again. 2 more minutes. When you exhaust all your 7 minutes, you hear the bell go and end. Then it means that you are out of time. So 7 minutes for the main speaker. The supporting speaker has 5 minutes. When we are on your 3rd minute, you hear the bell go. When you hear the bell go and end, then it means you are out of your 5 minutes. Are we ready? Are we okay? Timekeeper, are you ready? Judges, are we ready?
Hello, judges. Name, name, accurate timekeeper, distinguished fellow debaters, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. All our protocol duly observed. I consider it a duty rather than pride to stand before you, great and important personalities of our land, in defense of an absolute truth. My name is Josephine Ameya, a 15-year-old student of my Provincial Age Daily School, and the other principal speaker for the motion set before this Accra. Quote, legislative framework and not the education system accounts for the lack of significant participation of Ghanaian youth in policy and decision making. Legislative frameworks refer to a legal document in which the rules, rights and obligations of government are set forth. The chair, the preface of the first edition publication by the National Planning Commission in 2020 reads, policy making is an important function of government as it determines by which government is able to address critical issues that affect people in the society. The publication again reviews in its review that existing public policies formulated by ministries, departments and agencies show variations in policy formulation structures, limited stakeholder engagement in some policy formulation processes, with implementation arrangement, with policy ownership, inadequate funding arrangement as well as policy conflict, inconsistencies, contradictions and duplications are likely to hamper the effectiveness of some sector policies formulated to address socio-economic challenges in the society and fulfill overall national goals and objectives. These, the chair, are enough basis of its incentives for which the youth lose interest and lack participation in policy and decision making. Taking time and other resources to develop a time-tested and problem-solving policy that is very reliable will encourage the youth to stick to and participate in policy and decision making. The chair, for the purpose of this argument, I would like to lay more emphasis on some key fundamental facts that have been pointed out in the publication, which contribute to a lack of significant participation by the Ghanaian youth. 1. Limited stakeholder engagement. Stakeholder engagement makes it possible to have a wide coverage and discussions of issues that subject different youth we would have otherwise could not mention and end up not being featured in our legislative system. It is of utmost relevance that different representations from the various sectors, such as the youth who form the majority and bedrock of our nation, be in the forefront of all forms of engagement to ensure that they are well represented and given enough to participate in policy and decision making. Youth involvement, the chair, in policy and decision making, however, leaves much to be desired. 2. The chair, with implementation. Again, with implementation, the chair has no direct correlation with the kind of relevant tutoring and mentorship by education system offering, but has largely to do with the lack of full power and commitment compounded by bottlenecks that hamper policy implementation. The chair, in this argument, I would like to establish, as opposed to the argument of my opponent that blaming the education participation of youth interest, while my able partner gives you other stellar convincing reasons. Our legislative framework is highly responsible for the lack of significant participation of youth in policy and decision making. 3. The chair, limited youth representation in legislative body. Among the bodies supporting government in this policy formulation functions are ministries, departments and agencies, NPAs, whose policy formulation mandate is central to achieving overall national goals and identifying issues of national concern. These agencies, the chair, are most of the time subject to the dictates of a particular government and lack the interests of youth in policy and decision making. Like it or not, the chair, the youth are more relevant and daring with their decisions. Coupled with their education, their action in policy formulation could only be reliable and physically manifest in our nation. But this has eluded them because our legislative framework has eliminated them from participating in policy and decision. To the chair, constraints on youth candidacy. Constraints on the candidacy of youth refers to an obvious deliberate attempt to exclude the youth in policy and decision making. The youth who can better understand what is good for them as well as their needs are deceptively humble, making them lack participation in policy and decision making. The chair permits me to tender this as an evidence against financial constraints against the youth in policy and decision making. 3. The chair, limited youth input in policy formulation. Among the bodies supporting government in these agencies are ministries, departments and agents who do not take into account the engagement of youth in policy and decision making. The chair, if the youth of a nation are held in high esteem and made to sit at the table of policy, the nation will, without a sense of doubt, be a prosperous nation. That godly instinct of being protected and that constructive selfishness with which even children want to keep their items away from others would be an imagery in the way the youth would have protected the sovereignty of the country if they were included in policy and decision. I would like to pause here, the chair, and indulge you all, including my compassion on the opposite front, to rally behind ourselves together. We speak the undeniable truth that it is the legislative framework that has contributed to a lack of significant participation of the youth in policy and decision, and not the education system. Thank you.
Another panel of judges, Accra time people, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, my name is I'm the principal speaker speaking against the motion that the legislative framework, not the educational system, count to a lack of significant participation of Ghanaian in policy and decision. Thanks to both opportunities. The chair, honorable panel of judges, Accra time people, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. Before I proceed with my argument, I would like to define some major terms in our motion for easy understanding. According to AI 30.net, legislative framework refers to a system of law, rules and regulations established by a governing body to guide and govern various aspects of the society. While the education system, on the other hand, refers to a structured and organized process by which people are acquiring value, skills, and attitudes through formal instruction and learning experiences. Policy and decision making also use processes through with government, organization or individual, public plan of action, establish guidelines, and choose the course of action to address specific issues, achieve goal, or solve problem. Significant participation also means active involvement or contribution to a particular activity, event, or process that is notable, meaningful or important. Part of that is bringing the meaning of our motion home. The event of this suggests that the main reason for the limited involvement of Ghanaian youth in policy and decision making is primarily due to the shortcoming of legislative framework rather than our deficiency in the education system. The chair, panel of judges, before I call for your support, I would like to rebut what my opponent said, especially the principal speaker. In her submission, she constantly repeated so many barriers imposed by the legislative framework to prevent Ghanaian youth from participating fully in policy and decision making. Panel of judges, I want to call upon you, according to Ghana's constitution, Article 62+1A says one should be 40 years before he or she can be a president, and also Article 94 plus 1 day. One supposed to be 21 years. Before he or she, no panel of judges. The chair, ladies and gentlemen, it seems our opponent are using 40 years as a barrier, which excludes our opponent from taking part or becoming the president. The chair, panel of judges, after a timekeeper, is it not 21 a youthful age? Yes. Honorable panel of judges, member of parliament and the president, who is more? Is it not a member of parliament who formulates and implements policy for the president to sign into law? This means age barrier can never be a hindrance for the reconciliation, participation, or career in policy and decision making. The chair, honorable panel of judges. In all, I have 2 points to drive my message to against the motion. First and foremost, there is lack of awareness and education. Awareness in this context means the process by which they youth know and understand all things around them. Whilst education also means the process by which they youth learn into importantly. Panel of judges, I'm asking my opponent question, and I demand the answer right now. Is there a lawyer or a police officer who brought them or even told them this debate topic? No, it's a teacher. This means education plays a crucial role for shaping our knowledge. When there's an interest of the youth, perfecting politics. I want my opponents to know that this is a contributing factor. So that an active so that we do not allow our education system to play an option. Part of that is the role of education to create awareness. Cannot be overemphasized. If you work with total ignorance, let's how you come out. For instance, most of our youth train their life 2,000 years, such as Sahara Desert, human paralysis. Last year alone, according to World Travelers Forum, over 1,000 Africans, including Ghanaians, perished in the desert due to the migration to Europe. Instead of university. Ladies and gentlemen, if this energetic youth who should contribute positively to nation building benefit the lack of education and awareness leading to joblessness, why we get 360 degrees? Let our legislative framework alone. If the losses are caused by lack of education and awareness, the chair, panel of judges, my second point is allowing the education system to play its role may lead to youth empowerment. Youth empowerment in this context means the process of providing the youth the resources, opportunity and support they need to make positive change in their lives and communities. Ladies and gentlemen, empowerment seems to be missing in that because education system has no youth to contribute to the youth. Ladies and gentlemen, youth do not have a youth potential power, which makes them willing to contribute to the development of Ghanaian politics, but due to the fact that this youth potential does not harness and develop through education. The youth decided to use it negatively. Then the very society is supposed to do. Panel of judges, I want my opponents to know that the legislative framework provides structure, but the education system is simply as message for youth participation. Panel of judges, these energetic youth are the hawk and Azoka boys. It's energetic youth. Who's negative the very society is supposed to do? Honorable panel of judges, after exam paper, when this enlightenment, hope my opponents can be at a better position and resent their decision for speaking for the motion. Join hands to touch ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, from the point enumerated and a convincing argument, I call upon this market house to rise one according and help me sign against the motion that state. Let's say it framework. Not the education system. Account the lack of significant participation of Ghanaian in policy and decision making. Thanks for our work.
Evidenced by the numerous productive various sources, not academia education. The educational system, though vital, is smart to be designed in terms of infrastructure and the general environment. But that has not been an excuse for persevering learners not to pursue higher heights, even though it's sensitive. The educational system has provided for the youth a desired foundation to excel in any area of academia, within and outside the country. Beyond that, the school system has greatly contributed to having a sense of belonging, sharing, tolerance, empathy, and great concern for each other, regardless of the fact that we come from diverse culture and ethnic background. The school system made us coexist. My name is Lisa Edi, a fourth-year-old student of Mampobisoko H8 Basic School, and the supporting speaker for the motion, called legislative freedom, not education system, accounts for the lack of significant participation of Ghanaians in policy and decision-making. Unquote, the chairperson, as much as I appreciate all the points raised by my opponent, I would like them to know that every illusion linked to the school system was sanctioned by a legislative period and so lacks credibility. At this juncture, permit me to sway this argument to our side of the motion, indulging you and my audience with touch and listening at these exceptional points. Now you know that close this argument in our favor. 1. Social cultural factors. The chair, what the school system gives a sense of liberation and empowers the youth to be assertive. Some important but twisted social cultural factors inhibit this rather positive attitude and extend into the way the youth are seen in open discussion just because they are more open-minded. Most other people fail to appreciate that and rather not be interested in listening and trying to understand the ideas of the youth. Gesturing at some body languages that could be easily misunderstood as disrespectful. The chair, while I appreciate social cultural factors and how they weave us into becoming exceptional and unique people, we need to understand that the youth play back what they receive from the society. Instead of using this to create a barrier in letting them in on policy and decision making, we should bear the responsibility of nurturing them through our own effort, instead of letting the television and internet train them in that regard. The good book says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is gone, he will not depart from it. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. 2. Limited life experience. There's a famous way upheld by the elderly society that they youth lack experience in life, and their sense of inexperience has not prepared them well enough for a responsibility as taking part in policy and decision making, which requires the basis of a practical life experience needed for an evidence policy debate, needed to inform policy debate. My view of the chair is that young people do not have to consume with natural experience, not speak jargon to tell their self before their views have to think. The chair, permit me to pose a thought-provoking question to my opponents, and which I will all ponder right and realize how our legislative framework has deliberately ignored young people in decision and policy making for absolutely no reason. The question is, if you interview a young fellow student next to you, and she revealed in a narration a horrible issue science is going through, to extend that, as a little girl, she's the last person to eat that person who as late as the last person to eat in the house, just because she's being fostered by a family member who claims her parents do not pay her to take care of her, when she's actually being exploited economically because she does all the household chores, goes on errands, and not as a gatekeeper. Would this not be an enough experience if you look at our traditional structure system in the country, instead of pretending that they youth lack experience in life to partake in policy and decision making? 3. Non participation in family decisions. Practice the same makes perfect. There's also a famous saying that charity begins at home. Let's kindly take note that the reference is the home, not the school. The school offers subjects that matches to the aspect of support at home and the training we receive. The reason the youth have lack participation in policy and decision making is their lack of inclusion due to the claim that they lack that significant presence and inclusion in policy and decision making. Should the youth be blamed? Or should the elders who now occupy various positions in policy and decision making be blamed for not making the youth ardent stakeholders in policy and decision making at home when it comes to their family? I would like to pause here to indulge you, including my fellow debaters, to rally up behind me and vote in favor of the motion sent before the House. Thank you.
Speaking against the motion that says legislative framework and not the education system accounts lack significant participation of Ghanaian youth in policy and decision making. Madam Chairperson, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to disagree with some of the things my opponents, especially the first speaker, constantly repeated in her delivery. She seeks to undermine the importance of education. In fact, that has broken my heart. That is not true. In fact, they seem to ignore the fact that the role education system plays far outweighs that of legislative framework. I don't blame them. They are privileged enough to have nice and modern classrooms. good and perfect furniture, surrounded by motivated food and animals. So they don't care about their fellow students who are in bad situation we find ourselves in out of no fault of ours. Yes, my opponents have eaten embelefu, which means they are satisfied. They check. The basic and the second starting institution form the charm of the youth. So if you want the youth to partake significantly in policy and decision making, the foundation block of their training must be strengthened in the basic and the second starting institution before they will be able to stimulate the importance of education. My second point is neglect of teachers who are implementers of educational plans and goals. This point is self-explanatory. Anytime our teachers cry for a better condition of service, it seems they are not listening, so they have to more often than not resort to strike action. When we take a second look at our motion, we realize that the raw education system play in training our youth to be actively involved in policy and decision making far outweigh that of legislative framework. So if majority, as I stated in my previous point, the basic and the second starting institution form the charm of the youth. So if majority of the youth population are at this level of education, why they ignore their trainers when they cry for a better condition of service? Barely a week ago, all teachers laid down their tools and descended the class all in the name of agitating for a better condition of service. I've observed that our teachers strike stay much longer than that of other sectors workers such as the doctors, nurses, and etc. Yes, the negative result of our teachers strike might not be immediate like that of the doctors and the nurses, but the end result is much more devastating. Our teachers in this day are like signposts planted by the roadside at the harsh element of the weather. They direct people to luxurious hotel and country to enjoy themselves. Yes, they do not partake in all this enjoyment. Why? Can we all be doctors, nurses, lawyers? What shall be the education system if all the teachers abandon the classroom for greener pasture? They say, all this inequality, my opponent, who through the sweat of our hard-working teachers have found satisfied in this debate competition, are encouraging us to ignore the contributing of the teachers in the education. Ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, at this juncture, I call upon all of you to help me stand against the motion that says legislative framework and not the education system account for the lack of significant participation of the in policy and decision making. Thank you.
And so far, we have given you that treat and more. So we call back any member from the team, either the main speaker or supporting speaker, for you to do your summaries, and then the judges can let us know who is carrying the day.
We have been revealing, and we want to call on all of you here to rally behind the truth we both have established as being the reason for the lack of significant participation of the Ghanaian youth in policy and decision making. I am sure we have all been awakened to rise up with a common purpose and understanding to make the youth a central part of our legislative framework, to allow them actively and effectively participate in policy and decision making, to drive national developmental goals through finding problems to societal, through finding solutions to societal problems. Several reliable statistics and factors, such as limited stakeholder engagement, weak implementation arrangements, limited youth representation in legislative body, constraints on youth candidacy, socio-cultural factors, lack of experience, among others, are real limitations the youth in policy and decision making, paying close attention to these real and factual factors will put Ghana in the lead in the near future because the active participation of Ghanaians is pivotal for developmental agenda that can change the destiny of the country. I would gladly want to indulge all of you, including my compassion, to surrender and rally behind us so that together we speak the undeniable truth that it is the legislative framework that has contributed to a lack of significant participation by the Ghanaians and not the education system. Thank you.
And so far, we have any productions and more. We call back any member from the team, either the main speaker or supporting speaker, for you to do your summaries, and then the judges can let us know who is carrying the day.
The chairperson, panel of judges, Nini, Nami, accurate anchor, the distinguished delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, our protocol duly observed. My partner and I have presented an argument so true, real and revealing, and we want to call on all of you here to rally behind the truth we both have established as being the reason for the lack of significant participation of the Ghanaian in policy and decision making. I am sure we have all been awakened to rise up with a common purpose and understanding to make the youth a central part of our legislative framework, to allow them actively and effectively participate in policy and decision making, to drive national developmental goals through finding problems to societal, through finding solutions to societal problems. Several reliable statistics and factors, such as limited stakeholder engagement, weak implementation arrangements, limited youth representation in legislative body, constraints on youth candidacy, socio-cultural factors, lack of experience, among others, are real limitations showing around the legislative framework that militates against the significant participation of the youth in policy and decision making. Paying close attention to these real and factual factors will put Ghana in the lead in the near future because the active participation of Ghanaians is pivotal for developmental agenda that can change the destiny of the country. I would gladly want to indulge all of you, including my compassion, to surrender and rally behind us so that together we speak the undeniable truth that it is the legislative framework that has contributed to a lack of significant participation by the Ghanaians and not the education system. Thank you.
The chair, panel of judges, accurate anchor, distinguished by the guests, all protocol of them. In summarization, we have decided to lay side by side or compare what our opponents said and ours and counterpoint. The chair, panel of judges, so far, our opponents have encountered so many points and emphasized the importance of law and regulation in empowering the youth to participate in policy and decision making. The chair, panel of judges, encourage youth participation. However, in our submission, we have made this apparently clear that participation in policy and decision making will help the youth to acquire knowledge. The chair, panel of judges, however, in our submission, we just made it clear. So I would like to proceed. Panel of judges, in order to see as the youth to engage in policy and decision making, they must acknowledge most of multiple factors such as limited information, lack of opportunity, socio-economic barrier, and total neglect of teachers who should contribute to the foundation of youth in the education system so that they can be able to understand policy and decision making and also the legislative framework so that they can contribute their quota to policy and decision making. Thanks.
Arguing out their points. I don't wish to be in the shoes of the judges at all. I can see them putting their heads together. It's not easy for them because we want to give them a lot of time to put together their marks so they can give us credible results. We will take there's a documentary we need to watch on the journey so far where we will not do that, but I'm also informed that the ambassador of France to Ghana is here. Is that it, please? Okay, so we will take a statement from him, Head of Corporation French Embassy, Julien Lecas. Please, let's welcome him. Bon arrivé, sir. Then we go back to the judges for the results of the debates.
Good evening, thank you, Mayor, Excellencies. On behalf of the French Ambassador of Ghana, Mr. Jeremy, I just want to say a few words about this importance of culture, of books. We use this year, it's an important year. Ghana is giving the floor to, Accra is giving the floor to Strasbourg to become the next World Book City in the program of UNESCO. There is a strong partnership between France and Ghana, especially Accra and Strasbourg. In 2024, Strasbourg is becoming the next city for World Book City. After an incredible year in Accra, thank you so much for that. I just want to say a few words also because in 2024, as you know, in France, so Strasbourg is going to become the next city. Books is a part of culture, part of exchanges between youth people and also old people. And then there will be some other events in France, as you may know, the Olympic Games. We will have some Ghanaian people there also. We hope that they will win some medals. And also, because books is in English, but also in French. And in 2024, in October, there will be the Summit of Francophonie. And as you know, Ghana is a part of Francophonie. This month, there is some incredible events about the Francophonie, because Francophonie is not only the language, the French language, and we must mention that the French language is not the language of France, it's the language of a lot of countries in the world, especially in Ghana. And this event in Ghana, this festival of Francophonie, is a place to share the language, but also the culture. And books is a part of culture. So I think we have a lot of events, a lot of things to show that around culture, we can share a lot of things in English, in Twi, in Ga, and in French. And so, thank you so much for Accra to give the floor to Strasbourg. I'm sure that Strasbourg is very happy to become the next city. Strasbourg also is going to host the Olympic team, the Ghana Olympic team for Peak Games. So there is so many links between Accra and Strasbourg. I'm sure we'll continue to work together. Thank you so much.
Head of Corporation French Embassy, please let me inform or remind all of us that this debate is proudly produced and brought to you by Nema Productions. Nema Productions are also the producers of the first ever National Girls High School debate. We do a debate for all the girls' high schools in the country. We've already had the first one, and we're in the process of bringing out the second one. So I know St. Mary's is in the house. Mary's, you need to register, yes, for the second edition of the National Girls High School debate. We do high school debate, we do junior high school debate, and in fact, we do every other corporate event. Member Productions is a team of young men and women who believe that in the current state of our country, you don't have to do just one thing. You need a main job and a side job. Member is a side job, and so far so good, we are delivering. So please, give us a contract. We will execute it and execute it perfectly for you, for our international partners, and for the Mayor of Education Ministry, Madam Anna Bosman. We can do the job. Oh. Are you not seeing it? We will do and do it well. So please give us a contract. See me or see any of our team members in the member shares, and let us have a conversation on the next contract, and we will deliver. Larry is here to take over. Judges, we want you to have all the time when we come back to you for the results of the debate. Larry, please sit down.
Thank you very much, Grace. Let's give a round of applause. Next up, distinguished personality. Let me quickly give a brief profile. She is a lawyer and a human rights advocate. Before her appointment as Ghana's ambassador to France, she was Director of Integrity and Anti-Corruption of the African Development Bank, in charge of investigations into allegations of fraud and corruption and other malpractices. She served as acting chair of Ghana's Commission of Human Rights and Administrative Justice and Deputy Commissioner in charge of investigations. She began her legal career as an assistant state attorney in Ghana's Ministry of Justice before embarking on a 25-year career in the oil and gas industry. Fact. She's giving this. Anyway, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I humbly invite Her Excellency Ms. Anna Bosman, Ambassador of the Republic of Ghana to France and Portugal, Permanent Delegate of Ghana to UNESCO, OECD, and La Francophonie. Let's see where they are.
Thank you very much. I had to make him cut his whole thing short. It was going on too long. Thank you so much. I'm very glad to be here. Madam Mayor, my sister. Thank you for hosting us. Thank you for hosting everybody here. And of course, we have all done extremely well under the banner Accra World Book Capital. So, of course, we also have the Ministry of Education and all the partners that have really upheld this year's celebration. I'm just asked to do a very simple thing, and it is to introduce the documentary, which is actually going to tell the story of how we've been doing, how we've been embarking on the Accra World Book Capital. So, the World Book Capital 2023 came to ignite, and ignited actually the spirit of reading and all the transformation power that you can get from reading, from writing, from learning. So it's really positively impacts the Ghanaian society towards the national goal to become a learning nation. Don't stop learning just because you grow older. You learn all the time. And I believe that this year-long activity also laid a very strong foundation for Ghana, which we believe is going to act as a springboard towards all the activities which have been earmarked for 2024 African Union Year of Education. So we started it very well. To leave also a lasting legacy to the city of Accra, my city. The government of Ghana, with support from the private sector, will construct a reading and creative writing facility to further boost the culture of reading and creative writing to stimulate our social economic transformation. The goal is promote the acquisition of 21st century skills in our populace. To address also something which is very important, is supposed to address the rising unemployment. You heard what the young people debated about. Rising unemployment in vulnerable, especially in vulnerable communities in the greater Accra region and beyond. We are trying also to reintegrate business in the domestic book industry, as well as reimagining the concept of libraries to further instill reading culture among the youth. Indeed, as has been said over and over today, the theme for the Accra World Book Capital could not be more appropriate. Reading connects the mind with social transformation. You heard these young people. They must have spent a lot to be able to give us all the information. Some of the information I'm sure a lot of you didn't even know. But because they were reading, they were able to tell us, to give us information that will transform our minds into looking into whether what they are saying is true or not. So what is going to do to all of us? We are going to go and read and find out who or what they have said. Does it really resonate with us? Is it very important to us? So really connects minds to social transformation. And then the Accra program was directly was designed to directly impact over 100,000 children. You did very well. Youth and adults, seeking to provide institutional support for lifelong learning, as well as equipping schools and community learning facilities such as libraries. And ladies and gentlemen, these are just some of the landmark activities which have been put into a documentary and which we are going to watch now. And so I'm going to ask you all to sit back and enjoy it. Thank you very much.
It's a watershed moment because we are the closing ceremony. My information is that the judges are ready with the winners of the debates. So may I now please invite Prof. Modestus.
Mr. Chairman, or Chairperson, I'll plead with me, Chairperson, to grant me permission to start on the protocols already established to talk about the performance of these young students, pupils that we have seen today. And so I'll plead with everybody, let's give them a loud applause for the performance that they have put out. Amazing, amazing. From the 1/8 to the quarterfinals to the semi-finals, my colleagues and I are unanimous that we've seen incremental improvement in the performances of these young ones. And we agree that the topic we gave them, you can see that it is, someone said that this is a topic for university students. Yes, but it is to push them to let us all understand that if we push ourselves, no matter where we are, where we stand, we can deliver. And that is what we have seen today. So I'll briefly touch on a few things positive and then a few negative things. And then my colleague will come and deliver the results for all of us to know who won and then who came as the runners. In fact, all of them are victors in this exercise. So one, I think we all go to the organization of these students. Very organized. The introduction, how they introduced themselves, spoke about their position, whether they're arguing for or against, and so on. Then, importantly, the first speakers for both sides defined key terms in the topic to provide context for the discussion. This is amazing at that level. This is what I expect university students to do where I teach. So it's a good one. Then, let's remember the confidence that they portrayed over here. Very confident, they had eye contact on the audience, they had smiles as they presented. This is amazing. And then they were systematic in presenting their points one after the other. These are hallmarks of good public speaking, good debating. Then they used very interesting individualized strategies to draw the attention of the audience. For example, one of them said, "This has broken my heart," and you saw the effect it had on all of us. Interesting. And then I have to comment about it. See, speaking in public is not an easy thing to do at all. Sometimes you have we call it a false start. You start something and you forget your mind. You need enough courage and reserve to be able to pick up and continue. Some will collapse and they can't move on when that happens. But you saw that those who had the situation, they were able to recover and then continue. Great work. So, both schools, the participants, they have done, or the debaters have done greatly. These are just a few things. I don't want that to waste time. Now, a few negative things I want to talk about. I want the teachers and the debaters to understand. See, when you are doing a debate, particularly this kind, you are talking to some people. So, the delivery, they will need the information you are presenting, they will need to process, understand, and follow what you are saying. So, you need to measure, we call it the pacing. How fast you speak, you have to be careful about that and manage it. You don't speak too fast. So you have to take your time and go step by step and let people dissolve what you are saying, understand and follow you as you present it. But you can see that in the excitement they kept running. I talk about the galloping, and so we were all chasing after them to catch up. So the examiner should take note of that. Then there is something too about the voice. You don't maintain the same voice level throughout. Otherwise, you lose your audience because it becomes monotonous and then the interest will wane. So sometimes you lower your voice and then what I am saying, you raise your voice. If you tell people for them to get back to you, so they should learn how to modulate the up and down of the voice. It's very important. Then this occasion, see, they should be able to assess the environment. We have our revered chiefs and elders over here. Some of them held the microphone with the right and use their hands with gestures. And we have to, this is something we have to really analyze and not do. It's like I'm doing, it doesn't show respect, particularly if it becomes too vigorous. So you have to, I know we say we are in a global village and people are moving towards the west, but please, we are Ghanaians. We have to respect our own traditions. Now again, one of the students mentioned the word "fool." Yes, I caught that. This is not English. Sometimes you can bring things like this to bring humor. If you do so, say quote unquote or something to cover it up so it doesn't look like you are using correct English. So they should be mindful of that. Before I take my seat, I want to look into the future. See, these young ones are preparing. They will move into the senior secondary school and continue the debate. On that note, I want to plead with the organizers of this debate championship. There is a word called sustainability. It should not end today. I'll plead with our sponsors. GPA, Ghana Education Service, UNESCO, Accra Metropolitan Authority. Madam, respectfully, let's continue this exercise and build our students into the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. I'm just wondering why you didn't declare the result ends. I have to wear that heavy cap. So for I'll give the results Mampuru Soko got and that of Akotolanti, and then I'll give you the two towns. So for Mampuru, the principal speaker got 88 points by one judge. Another judge scored her 86, and the final judge scored her 85. And these were done independently. You don't get the option to watch what another person is doing. For the supporting speaker, she got 82, 84, and 78 by one judge. Now for Akoto Lanti, the principal speaker got 79, 90, and 87. The supporting speaker got 87, by one judge 86 and the other judge 82. Therefore, Mamprobi Soko got a total point of 503, with Akotolante getting a total of 511.
Because everybody's a winner in their own way. This is part of this debate. You know, we don't say the losers, we say the winners and the other winners. So the other winners have 503 points. That is Mamprobi Soko. And the winners, Akotolante, came to 511 points. So we'll quickly go into the presentation of the awards and then the celebration campaigns. There's going to be an after party, and we have to decide whether we want to go to the residence of Madame Anna Bosman or we'll go to the mayor's house. Mayor is morning, so we can't do a party in the house. Madame Anna Bosman, we are on you this evening. We are going to France. How many of us have passports? We are coming. There's a bus outside. From here straight into it, we are going to France. But if you can't speak French, Jennifer and if you cannot, you are not coming with us. My Jennifer is working for me. How about your Jennifer? It's working for you. Let me go straight into it. So please, can we have the certificates for the schools? They are already here. Okay, great. Let us present to the other winners, and then we can use for the main winners. Can we please have Madame Anna Bosman join us on stage? Madame Mayor, please join us on stage. And then Chief Director, please join us on stage. Let's put our hands together for these women of valor. Let's put our hands together for them. While we're doing that, let me say, Madame Anna Bosman, you help us with the presentation of the medals. Mayor, you do the presentation of the trophy. Chief Director, the presentation of the tablet. So let's have the trophy go to the end. And Madame comes to the middle, nice and easy. So that as soon as they take it and they reach here, they can raise it like World Cup. We all say yes for them. So first of Melissa, the certificate is here. And then me, can you please join us and do the certificate for us? And then it is complete. Me doesn't do that. Me, I bet to soon, after I present certificates. Well, or you want to do after Hannes. Thank you. Me says that me to soon. So Melissa, please take the certificates from me. Madame Anna Bosman, do the presentation of the medal. Melissa, you can see your medal from there. The next person, Justin, please follow through as we next. Justin Amina, yes. Principal Speaker against or for the motion. For the motion. Then I was going to give you a beautiful medal. Yeah. Can we have the winners join us, Ajwa and the other? Ajwa, let's have you. Ajwa Nakoda. So take your steps from me beautifully well. Please, come on. Thank you. Daniel Fifi also. Okay. Can we have the two teachers from the two schools? Mr. Eugene Osei Abaje and the team and all the other teachers who are here. Mr. Eugene Osei Abaje, can we have you join us, please? Mr. Eugene Osei Abaje, Madame Josephine Oku, Madame Vida Efuadoko, and David Salah. Can we have all four of you join us? Yes, let's put our hands together for the teachers and their coaches. Kudos to you and the team. Yes, Madam Josinoku. Yes, Madam Josinoku. It's good to see you too. Yes, kudos to you and the team. I saw all the hard work you put in training the students. But if you haven't called, please, the teachers from the Winnie School. Let's put our hands together for her. She and the team have been able to coach people to win a debate. It's not easy. David Salah, Mr. David Salah, are you there? Yes. These teachers can be called campaign managers. Their parties won the election. They can be campaign managers in the future. So me, Ofane, Agane, Obane, no Tashi, Yashibami. But the other please be there for us, me and sit down so that after fitted is okay, then not fitted like I want to do. So the teachers, please, there's also a package for you, don't go yet. So one from each school, any of you can come from the school. Yes, a token to show appreciation for all the sleepless nights and all the research. Thank you very much. Great. And now, so we have a presentation for the best debater out of the 4 students and then for the women's school. So we can do a quick picture here, then the other winners can take their seats so that you can also take your tablets and then you can sit down and you can be with the winners. So let's have a picture of all of them, then the other winners can sit down. Then we start with the winners. Yeah. But the other winners are also getting a tablet, so Chief Director will do that for us and then they can take their seats. Chief Director, photos, should we continue? Okay. Please, let's do the presentation of the tablets as well. Okay, so CD, please do the presentation of the tablets for us and then we can continue. Can we have the tablets? Tablets for the runners, please. Tablets for the other ones. Okay, then the other one for the other contestants. Well done to you, Melissa and Joseph. You came through strong, but so there's also an award for best debater, and that award goes to Josephine Amiel. She is the overall best debater out of over 32 schools. She's a woman standing strong. This was an national and was good at us. She's a woman standing strong. Yes, I'm sorry about time. We can add that and talk to the name. Josephine, yes, and smart and are you already? So now, you see, maybe I should be a prophetess one day. Who come to my church? I already have members. Consultation fees $100, very cheap. Thank you very much for understanding. Okay, can we go now? We have, yes, please be there for us. And then we present our award to the women's school, Akotola and Basic School. So a teacher from there can come and receive this. And now they can take the tablet and the trophy. Take the stress of Akotola and Basic School. Now, congratulations and kudos to you. Come and see. Congratulations to you. Put your hands together again for Akotola and Basic School. Congratulations. Chief Director, please present the tablets to them and then they can move on to collect the trophy from the winner. Tablets for the winners, please. and then the debaters should come for it. A teacher from Mampuri Soko, and the debaters should come for the trophy. Let's put hands together again for them. There are reasons why we are here, so let's just clap for them until we leave and go to our rooms. So for emerging as the runner-up of the Accra World Capital 2023 Junior High School Debate Championship, we present this trophy to Mampuri Soko in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Well done. And please, with a standing ovation, shall we all be on our feet and present the trophy to the winning school? It is not easy. Shall we please all be on our feet and present to the winning school? For emerging as winners out of 32 schools in the Accra World Capital 2023 Junior High School Debate Championship, we present this trophy to Akoto Lante School for emerging as winners. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you, Akoto Lante. Out of 32 schools, you have done so well. You are standing strong as a winner. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all the dignitaries who helped us with the presentation. So this is coming from the Rainbow Trust Foundation, and it says on behalf of the international manager, Rainbow Trust Foundation is giving each winning school educational materials for JHS and SS. Mr. Samuel Jumpa. Mr. Samuel Jumpa. Mr. Samuel Jumpa. Okay, Mr. Samuel Jumpa. Okay. Madam Jumpa, you are giving educational materials to the winning.
To the two winning schools. We are giving them for basic schools and then for senior high schools.
Please contact Mr. Jumpa so we are able to trace the educational materials that the foundation has promised to the students. I think this is where my part of the whole program comes to an end. Once again, please be reminded that this debate was proudly, perfectly executed by Nema Productions. Nema Production is a group of young boys and young women who believe that you need a main job and a sack. So give us a contract so that we can also survive and thrive as young people in the country. My name again is Grace Hamwa Ajman. I work with TV3 and 3FM. And when I am not at work, when I'm not on TV or radio, I'm doing a gig like this one that you see here. Thank you all for coming. God bless you. We'll see you again in Strasbourg. If they give us a job, we'll see you in Strasbourg.
And then just to add up, today's closing ceremony, we wish to immensely appreciate the Accra Metropolitan Assembly for everything, putting up everything together. Let's give them a round of applause. All the assembly, the honorable assembly members, presiding member AME, thank you very much for helping put together this closing ceremony. We appreciate everything. We are coming to the end, but before we do, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite our chairman, Ni Ahenilu III, to give us his closing remarks. Let's receive him in a round of applause.
Now present the session, we can look songs and present. asem no so fa yes wa de nya le never. You appreciate that you know the Accra reading well prepared Ibadan. No example, different reading, no go back to school, no back to no ni Accra close but no wire will be what you are kuchiani what money what share money mo fi am get this go 5 minutes for every local we get to me madam mo fi am ye wa lo
representative of the Second Lady of the Republic of Accra, we are grateful for your respectful address. Your Majesty, we are headed about a mansion. We appreciate you for steering this occasion successfully. Your Excellency, Madam Osman, Ambassador of the Republic of Ghana to France, Portugal, and Monaco, and also the permanent delegates of Ghana to UNESCO. We appreciate your diverse contributions, which has facilitated our first pursuit to connect mind to social transformation through the Accra World Capital Program. Madam, thank you very much. To our host of Accra World Capital, Honorable Elizabeth Saki, the Mayor of Accra, your leadership has brought us this far. We are also grateful to the Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. for his unwavering support throughout the entire ceremony. To all our stakeholders, UNESCO, the Ministry of Education and its agencies, AMA, NCCE, book industry players, third-party organizers like Permipax, Rainbow Trust Foundation, KPMG, Open Foundation, among others, our sponsors, the Diplomatic Corps, and the Coordinating Committee of Accra World Capital. Your commitment and collaboration has made this title here a success. Your contributions have enriched our literacy and cultural landscape and has also laid the foundation for a thriving reading culture beyond the title here. We are appreciative of your immense support. Finally, we appreciate the support of everyone seated here. We couldn't have come this far without each and every one of you. Thank you all for your contributions.
Thank you very, very much. May I now please invite the Chief Imam Ashiri to come and give us the closing prayer. Let's see what's happening.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Obi mau, doro mau, baba mau, ibe tare. Doro na wa ko to aso je na. E ba jo rupai. Onine, onane, omambi, okuchabi, omanseri, abajo ofen. Kawanai, mbadona. My child, the face when we don't have when I do that, put you in that do that. I thought assembly mind. You are off like a Mommy, me, and the background put you at the day. Go after me, Mama after me, no, you after me, Mama Joe Ghana. Mama Joe Ghana. What put it? No, for me. I don't have to go. You should be more about the family. Only you should not my party. I will not party. They will not party. Of fair 1 year or so long. Papa, you may. How many are living in what you get in your way? Was shelter of way. Two kind of party. When I done after you. When I knew what I need. When I did wrong. When I'm over there, wow, for what yes, you know, there was Shan, or look at the mouth, you're a mouth, of your mission. I better tell the Nandura. I feel like a zoo and walking as a cat, walking as a Jonathan, and now Marabana, Yarabana, take a bandina, and the answer said you are. Or 200 Lena, you never answer to our. What Kina in the party. We let her have a kima, barakas, hard to be born or who must have been bigger, or a superman, Wafwana, Jackery, Wafwana, Jagari, Wafilana, Zubana, Federica, Wakaki, Yagamaka, allow us to know we managed what I was saying, Wakatama, allow who was Wọ́n bí òfin máa ń dúró máa ń mọ́wọ́ máa ń kí ẹ̀sìn tí wọ́n fi ẹ̀sìn tí wọ́n méjì òfin ẹ̀ àwọn fẹ́ ẹ̀sìn tí òfin ẹ̀ nà àbẹ́fẹ́ ní àṣẹ tó máa fọ wọn òtún rẹ̀ lára ìyá níbi wọ́n sọ níbi wọ́n ta wọ́ níbi wọ́n bí wọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ fi hàn wọ́ ẹ̀yìn náà lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ́ ẹ̀sìn náà àṣà ẹ̀yìn wọ́n tó fún ìwọ́ yìí wọ́n bá dà máa máa ìwọ́n náà bí àlè wọ́n yìí wọ́n náà fẹ́ ṣáà wọ́n náà yìí kẹ́kẹ́ máa jẹ́ kókó lórí ọ̀pọ̀ yìí káàkà ayé wọ́n sábà wá àgbà tẹ́kì náà wọ́n lè bí náà wọ́n ṣe fi náà wọ́n á bí náà wọ́n á bí náà. Muslims, والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الحياة والرحمة برحمتك برحمتك يا رحمن يا رحيم يا رحمن يا رحيم والجمع كبابنا اشوفوا آمين.
Thank you very much for before we go, let me just read this quote by Harrison Taylor, who says, a book is a gift you can open again and again. So let's commit ourselves to gifting someone a book. And like our chair said, even if it's 5 minutes of reading that we spend, let's do that when we can very well. So thank you very much to every one of you for honoring our invitation and being here in present. For those who watch us live online, we say thank you to everyone. And may the good Lord continue to be with us all. Enjoy the rest of the day.
My name is Ajana Koja. I was the second speaker of this debate competition and we were against the motion.
You were against the motion?
Yes.
What position were you?
The second speaker.
The second speaker?
Yes.
Okay, so today is the closing ceremony of the 2023 Accra Book Capital. What does it mean to you as a student?
It means a lot to me because it has boosted me to partake in a debate competition that I may come across in the senior high school or university. So it means a lot to me. And it has also boosted my confidence to talk to public dignitaries and people that maybe I may not know. People that I'll feel shy to see them. It has boosted me to talk to those people.
Okay. Was the competition very hard for you or you sailed through easily?
Yeah, it was very tough for me because when we started, my heart was pumping like this. It wanted to jump out of my chest, but I managed to get it back. So it wasn't easy at all.
What would you say to the organizers of the World Book Capital, both UNESCO and AM and others? What would you say to them?
They have done a brilliant job. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have had this opportunity to even come to this debate competition and be the champions. So they have done a lot.
You have done a good thing.
Yes.
What message do you have for your colleagues who also aspire to be in competitions like this? What encouragement do you have for them to read more?
It's this. I'll encourage them to partake in all debate competition that they come across because it boosts confidence and it enables you to learn new things that you may not know of. The teachers may not even taught you in school, but when you partake in all this debate competition, you might learn something new that you don't even know. So I'll encourage them to partake.
Okay, one last question. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
As the best lawyer in Ghana, and yes, I want to see myself as the best lawyer in Ghana.
I want to see yourself as...
My name is Daniel Fifiotu, and I'm in Form 3. Probably I don't hold any position in school because I didn't come early.
How was this competition for you?
Oh, it's too tough, but we maintain to go the first position.
What does this Accra Book Capital mean to you?
Oh, please, as my second speaker said, it means a lot. Because it means a lot to the extent that it is not easy to even come to this debate competition and win. It's not easy. So I'm telling my fellow students and my colleagues to even partake and include themselves in this competition. It's not easy, but if you try it hard, you can get or even get the first position.
What message do you have for your colleagues, your friends who also want to improve their literacy skills?
Oh, I want to tell them that it's not easy, but the moment you try, you can do it. It's not easy, but the moment you try, you can get it, or you can even go to this position.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh, probably I want to become a medical doctor. Medical doctor.
My name is Josephine Ameya, a 15-year-old student of Mampubi Soko HH Basic School. And as at now, I was the principal speaker for the school in this debate championship. So as an individual, partaking in this debate has really helped me a lot. It has boosted my skills, my public speaking, my confidence, my research skills. So if I'm here, I'm very happy for this championship. And I want to encourage all the students out there, if you have any opportunity like this, please seize it and make a very good use of it. Because as at now, we've become famous, and you there, you don't know where this championship or any competition like this will take you to. So I encourage you to seize every opportunity you come across and work on yourself so that you can also be a champion, as we all here have become champions of debates today.
Okay, so what does the competition mean to you as an individual? Speaking about where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see myself in one of the famous universities reading law because I want to be a lawyer.
Okay, what's your message to the Accra Metropolitan Assembly and UNESCO? They are the organizers of the competition. So what's your message to them?
First of all, I want to thank the organizers of this program, UNESCO and the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, for hosting us today, and we want to tell them that it shouldn't end here. It should continue to give exposure to a lot of students who are out there to also exhibit their skills in debating.
Head teacher, Akotolante Basic School. Nimene oba competition. Nimodromo what we need. What that you want to work? A drum money it can have. Menene what the organizers and all those who supported Akotolante Basic School. You might draw of
Mbe Achomi Ebenezer Deka Miji Chonlo Nukpa Yemamprobi Soko Basic School. Benoni yo Miji Abashian Kan Ghana Accra World Book Capital. I'm a program na mekeba. I'm a yafi kese BNH amenya. No, amekeda ni abaya be esani bekebi ashia kan ni debate. The debate na ba fe ba ke schools ekome tumo 32 ni jinyuma teke enyon. Ni wo fe debate she mean school yem ni Mampubi Soko wo wele school ji tafla ni Accra na le aka me bomodin wa wo ke MOH chi aka wo win na me agbene wo ke Bishop Girls wuti ni wo win na me work St. George's Umba no win ame. Or be final say you know ni afi men the final say be work Akotolante Basic School. In what she account she wanna come be to wo twihwe ji aka ekun wo ma no ba yekuni she fair kuni wo be e bomodin wo girl le community Josephine Lena the best debater the whole program emi no be ji no kokpa ni to bo ni onupa ye twohin awe won pagba ake ejinoko ni eba hishi eba state bo no yo SHS no one JHS hu am debate koni if national program no le aka bi koklo nka oba no ko ya wo mi e moko kra be ne ba nye dum wo hie wo ya wo hie shon eradon
o fine I told me said Daniel Akpet it's on here man probi soko HH na for let mo girls school ya man probi akutwe mi ngene over fe debate finals what JCJ ngene what told me ya ka je group stage ka ba se bi beke bia me mbo aye modern ojogba organizers me mbo aye modern ojogba ngene wona money e win ni wo ke mo fi amo ake akọ achosi ya me bile me ojogba ye ni kase momi ni wo se abana hise
kenklen nke shiraba chofele akeke beni I choose AMA as World Book Capital ne ekowe choni bi ami ekowe chon program le fe eni ana mwene wokeba na woka Strasbourg City koni ama me chano shiraji no no okwanle many wa ofe ni ofe ni bi efe ame won damage ame dembe gomo ke sacrifice na me fe no jino ne ko ehye no shiraji no no ha me oblying school bi ani ma wa wole hu o ke shida ha me ya program na me fe ni debate e fe fine e ye o manje no ame on shiraji no no kwa ha me ken no ni je nyo wonder Ghana man be fe si ake no no fe ne ama me ka me solimo ka me wale pia wo se no fe no e ye o manje wo go wo ha mo fe mo aye ko ka wo nse kwa mo so feel eji money dey odales be won fe mo ja ke no fe no eji money yo no pa emi lele won e ka we chomi ogbena o ke sira ba le ke mo fe mo ni ba ko won se e fe yen iwa don
When the program it's all in a million because the reading activates the mind. When Ghana actually the reading Accra World Book Ghana which was last year. Today I fair banagi that has struggled. This initiative has really brought more talent in the Ghana. Work with the better of here. But I'm a research I may have debated before. So I believe actually I can work here. She wasn't off a man. What channel you already say it was school.